In this short video, I'm going to create an intersection. So I have two alignments here. I have two profiles and finished ground profiles. I don't have any assemblies in my drawing at this point. So we're going to come up here to the Home tab on the ribbon. We're going to go to the Create Design panel. We're going to come up here to Intersections. I'm going to go Create Intersection. At the command line, it says select your intersection point. So you want to zoom right in there and say that's where I want this intersection. And then it asks you which is the main road. So I'm going to say this is my main road. Then the dialog box comes up. So you can give this intersection a name if you wanted to. I'm not going to worry about it for what I'm doing. The marker style, the label style. This is key here though. The primary road, you're going to maintain the crown as you're going through, or are all crowns maintained? Okay. In this situation, let's just say the primary road, it's going to maintain its crown. There's going to be some stop signs or lights here on the side. All right, we'll go next. Then it shows me my main road and my profile. You need to make sure you know it's the right profile in there, so you can pick from a drop-down list. I've got a finished ground there, and I got my finished ground there. That's perfect. Then I can set my offsets. So I'm going to go in here, offset properties or parameters. All right, I'm not going to attach it to an existing alignment. I'm going to say, hey, the main road is 12 foot wide each way. My side road is also going to be 12 foot wide. You can change those if you wanted to. I am going to say create new offsets from the start to the end of the center lines. I usually do this for the first intersection. If I'm adding more intersections to the same corridor, I don't check that box again. So I'm going to go OK. Then we can go to curve return parameters. And it shows you which curve it's talking about here. So I'm going to say, yeah, the radius here, I'm going to say is a 50-foot radius. Okay. Then I can go next. I'm going to look at this one. I'll say, yep, that one's also 50 foot. Let's go next. And we'll make all these 50-foot radiuses. Okay. There we got the radiuses set. Now you do have the ability in here to make a widening lane and a for incoming and outgoing. You can see the little diagram here, what it's doing. I'm not going to do that in this situation. So I'm just going to go OK. The next are lane slope parameters, and it's all set to 2%. So that's what I want it going through when it goes through the intersection. So I'll go OK. And the last one is curb return profile parameters. And there's not really much to do in here. Basically saying how far do you want to extend the alignment past the curb return. So it's set to 25 feet. But it will create just a straight grade from the start of the curve to the end of the curve. All right, we go next. Now it's going to create a new corridor here. It's going to use our existing ground surface. And it's automatically bringing in assemblies. Okay, now these assemblies are standard that come out of the box. But as you can click on these, you'll actually see what it's talking about. So in our design, these four areas here will use this curb return fillet, which is similar to this. Basically, it's saying a lane on one side, everything else on the other. If I go through the next one, as it's going through here, there is nothing on the outside of either lane. It's just lanes on those. Okay. Then we get to a full section, is basically a full-size template. Then you have what's called a daylight left and a daylight right. All right, so this daylight right is right in here. Okay, so it's only daylighting on the right-hand side, and then you would have one that's daylighting on the left-hand side. Then you have your full road section. Okay, basically it's the same as the primary. And then we have the half sections. Okay, where these half sections are being applied. Okay, so in this area right here, this is already being picked up by the curb return, so this one is only half of a road. All I do is go create intersection. It goes through, and there you can see the intersection. Now there's some things to change on this, but I use this tool to at least lay out my intersection, and then I'll look to adjust the assemblies and stuff like that later. But this concludes this short video on creating an intersection in Civil 3D.